Morning, y'all. It's Megan. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm just going to kind of bring you along with my day. Kind of show y'all what I'm doing today. I got a pretty busy day ahead of me. Right now, I am washing eggs to deliver to a farm-to-table store in King. So if you're ever in King, check out Market by Dragonfly Farms. You can find my eggs, my chicken there. So, yeah, I'm just washing up some eggs right now.
This is awesome. We only have 3 more animals to find. You think we...
Then I got the best little helper with me, helping me wash my eggs.
I really enjoyed showing you all these.
I wash them and Maggie dries them.
The green toys barn.
I promise she asked to do it, even though she doesn't look very happy right now, and she's still in her pajamas. That right, Maggie? You like helping me? Occasionally I get some eggs that are super dirty. I'm so aggravated with those sometimes. I keep their nesting boxes clean, keep them full of fresh straw, and sometimes this just still happens. So these eggs will not just get washed off with a rag or wiped off with a rag. They're going to the sink to get clean. Now, if somebody asks for unwashed eggs, I have some customers that don't want them washed because, of course, you don't want to wash that bloom off. They last longer and they can sit out at room temperature. I try my best not to have eggs like this in those unwashed eggs. But just part of having chickens, part of having fresh eggs. So if you're thinking about getting chickens, don't be surprised if you get a nasty one. But luckily, you know, we don't eat the shell. Just like that, nice clean eggs. All right, we're headed to our first stop. Wednesdays are always my delivery days. So I am headed to drop off our popcorn that we grew. This is the end of the popcorn. The rest of it we're keeping in 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids. Well, a 5-gallon bucket is all I have left. So the next stop of the day was I have a friend that we kind of do business with each other, and she makes homemade vanilla extract. Super excited about this, guys, because I had never tried the homemade, but I am so excited about my vanilla. All right, got my eggs delivered and my chickens, and now I just picked up some feed. You know, spend everything that I just made. It's the way that goes sometimes. But yeah, I got a whole truck bed full of sweet feed, chicken feed for the animals. I got some, I think it's called Moravian sweet bread that they had there. So it's made by some local folks. So I'm excited to get it home and try that. All I have to do is pop it in the oven to warm it up. So y'all know I like easy. And it looks delicious, so I can't wait to try that tonight. Maybe tonight, we'll see. But now I'm on my way to my least favorite place of all, the grocery store. Alright, finally back home after my long roundabout trip. It took me about, been gone since 9 this morning, and now it's after 2. Got my little boy from school in the meantime while I was doing all that. So I'm gonna get these groceries put up. Alright, got all them groceries put up, got my animals fed. I was going to take y'all along for that too, but my phone was about to die, so it didn't happen. But, alright, remember how I told y'all a while back when I had the turkey video, make sure to save your leftover turkey and your turkey broth. So, today, I need to go ahead and get my turkey used, because I didn't bother vacuum sealing it, because I knew I wasn't going to keep it too long. So I just put it in a freezer bag. I don't like to keep it in the freezer too long in a freezer bag because of freezer burn. So I'm going to go ahead and use that tonight. And I'm so excited to show y'all what we're going to be making. So this is my turkey broth that I saved from my turkey. I put it in a jar and put it in the freezer. Hopefully it's about thawed out enough that I can get it out of the jar. So we're going to get this warmed up. anytime I make any kind of anything, I like to save the broth from it, especially anything chicken. And I know I have a video floating around on YouTube that tells you to can the broth. So after doing that for a while, which is still nothing wrong with canning it, but I have found that it keeps better in the freezer just for my mind's sake. I don't know, it starts looking a little funky even if you do it the correct way. As far as processing time and everything when it's canned for whatever reason. That's probably just my mind. But I like to freeze it. So I'm going to get this warmed up. It's a whole stick of butter in there. Alright, we're going to let that get to going. And if it looks like I need a little more broth, I'll put some in it. But we're going to be adding some milk to this as well. Alright, my broth and my butter is all melted. So I'm going to put my turkey in there. And I'm just going to kind of shred it as I put it in there. And you just put as much or as little as you want. Have y'all figured out what we're making yet? Can anybody guess? We're making turkey and dumplings instead of chicken and dumplings. It's gonna be good, good. That's a big chunk, but I'm just gonna throw that in there. Alright, so I'm gonna put my milk in there. This is the milk I was telling you about earlier that I buy in King since I can't get my raw milk right now. And this milk actually still has the cream in it too, so that'll make us a nice creamy soup. Have to give it a good shake. And I'll just be honest with y'all. Y'all know I don't measure, so I'm going to pour it in there till it looks right. And I've got a lot of meat in here, so it's probably going to take quite a bit of milk. It smells good already. And when you're making dumplings, you want to make sure you got a decently deep pot. Because if not, they'll boil over. Know that from experience.
Mom, why not fish one?
Alright, so now on to the dumplings. I got 2 cups of self-rising flour. We'll add a little salt in there. Now, key word to that is self-rising. If you do this with all-purpose flour the way I'm showing you right here, you're going to have some chewy, hard dumplings. Again, know that from experience. So we're going to throw in about 3/4 of a stick of butter. And we're going to do it just like we're making biscuits, okay? We're just going to mash that butter in. Want it to be good cold butter, and I've got this going. My pot over here, we want to bring that up to a good simmer, if not boil. Go ahead and season it the way you want to season it, with salt and pepper or whatever, because after we add the dumplings, no more stirring. So whatever seasonings you want to add in there, go ahead and do it. And we want these pieces of butter about pea size. You can do this with your hand, you can do it with a fork, you can do it with one of these thingamajiggers right here. Ever what you gotta do. And that's looking pretty good right there. Try not to waste a whole lot. Couldn't bring myself to throw away all that turkey. So this is what we're gonna do with it. Alright. Make our little thing in the middle there. Gonna take some buttermilk. You can use regular milk if you want to. I've done it both ways. I really like buttermilk though, so we're just gonna combine that. Like I said, same process as making biscuits. If you can make biscuits, you can make dumplings. These are the fluffy kind of dumplings though. This ain't the rolling it out and cutting it out kind. I know some people eat them that way, but around here, we eat those big old fluffy dumplings. I want my mixture to be pretty wet. So that's why I added a little more milk. Okay. You don't have to be as gentle with dumplings as you are with biscuits, as far as stirring and all that. There we go. That right there looks good. Now, as soon as this comes up to a boil, we'll be ready. While we're waiting for that to boil, I gotta feed my little sourdough starter here. It doesn't have a name. I've been seeing people on Instagram naming their sourdough starters. Mine doesn't have a name. If you got a name suggestion for a sourdough starter, let's hear it. That'd be pretty cool. So, cup of flour, half a cup of water to feed this bad boy. Stir it in real good. My sister-in-law actually started this one and gave it to me. So we'll see how long I keep it alive. I am notorious for killing them. So we'll see. Hopefully I at least keep it alive through the winter, y'all. They're not that hard to keep alive, just for the record. I just forget about them and then they die. So it's terrible. Alright. So my sourdough starter is fed. You'll go back over here in this corner. Alright, we're starting to boil here. Like I said, got all my seasonings in there. Don't have to add a whole lot when you use your homemade broth, especially if it's from something you've cooked, because all that flavor is in that broth, whatever you seasoned whatever with, whatever you made the broth out of. So I just put some salt and pepper, quite a bit of pepper. Good spoonful of dough, and literally, y'all, you just drop it in there, okay? After we go to dropping these, no more stirring, because you'll break up your dumplings if you don't wait till they're done. So we're just going to go through. I try to remember and kind of look where I dropped them at, so I'm not dropping them all on top of each other. Y'all will love this. It's a good way to use your leftover turkey, because we all know we get tired of turkey sandwiches, turkey casseroles, you know. So it's a good way to use it. I think these are considered like, I think I've heard people call them drop dumplings, which would make sense because you just drop them in there. I just call them fluffy dumplings or dumplings. Like, I was so disappointed the one time I went to Cracker Barrel a long time ago, like my first time ever there, and I ordered chicken and dumplings, and they were those flat things. Was very disappointed. Now we cover this. That'll help your dumplings get done. I'm going to cut this down to about medium now that we're going. And wait on those dumplings to get done. Alright, so I'm going to check and see if my dumplings are done. We're getting there. We still got a little ways to go on the top. See, these on the edges are done. I don't know. Can y'all probably can't tell what I'm looking at, but see how it looks like fluffy bread inside of it? See if I can zoom in a little bit. Looks like fluffy bread on the inside. That's how you know they're done. So most of mine are done, but I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes. Let's gotta go with Jacob to school tomorrow. Alright, I'll give it a few more minutes. I'm going to check these dumplings here on the side and make sure they're done. Oh yeah, they look good. Yep. So it looks like all the dumplings are done. So there's your finished product, turkey and dumplings. Let's give it a try. How is it?
Good.
Do you like it? Take a bite. Let me see. Sorry about the background noise, guys. How is it?
Good.
How is it, sis? Is it any good?
It's a little hot though.
But it tastes good? All right. Kids' approval. That's what matters. That the kids will eat it. Ain't that right? Y'all give me a thumbs up. All right. All right. Thanks, guys.
Like what happened?
Alright, so as you just saw in that little clip, we finished up the evening slicing our fresh bacon. Got a big old pile of it here. I got a vacuum seal that'll probably wait till tomorrow. So time for showers and relaxation for a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little something. The turkey and dumplings were absolutely delicious. Even my husband was a fan. He's the pickiest man on earth. So if you have any leftover turkey that you put up and you don't know what to do with, make you some turkey dumplings. They were great. So anyways, I'll talk to y'all next time.